Hi, this is Anupsha Datta and this is my submission for task 3 of the GRIPS internship program. The objective of this task was to perform exploratory data analysis on a sample dataset provided to us. The sample dataset is as follows. It is based on a hypothetical superstore. Let's have a look at the code. So in order to perform exploratory data analysis on this sample dataset, I first imported all the libraries, that is pandas, numpy, seaborn, and then I loaded the dataset. So as we can see, these are the different features of the dataset. Using info, we can find out even more information about these features. So there are 13 features that we are working with: ship mode, segment, country, etc. And we have non-null type of all these features. These are the data types of the particular feature. Our data is of this particular shape, or that is dimensions. We have 13 features or columns and 9,994 rows each. Using describe on this dataset, we can understand all the numerical values. That is, we get the count of all the numerical values that we have in our dataset. For example, sales, quantity, discount, profit, etc. Their mean, the standard deviation, the minimum value, 25th percentile, etc. Then you can also find out the unique values in each feature or column. So there are, for example, 4 ship modes. Similarly, there are 3 segments and so on. Then we clean the data, but we find out that there are no null values in this particular data set, which is lucky for us. So we don't have to do any cleaning in that case. We can find out the null values, whether there are any null values in a particular feature, using these commands. Find the relationships between different variables of the dataset using different maps and visualizations. For example, a heat map, a pair plot, scatter plots, etc. But as you can see, these are not very clear and easy to understand. It's very jumbled and we don't actually get any useful information out of these plots. So we need to define the relations in a much efficient way. To do that, I created a dashboard on Tableau. So the dashboard summarizes all the important findings in the dataset. For example, the total quantity is 37,873, the total sales, the total profit, and then I have these charts that convey all the information in a summarized manner. Going through them one by one, I first have this chart that is profit by subcategory. This is a bar graph which is in a horizontal orientation. In this particular chart, the profits and the subcategory are shown. We can see that the highest profit was earned in the copiers subcategory, which was 55,618, and there was a significant loss in the tables category, that is 17,725. The second chart is a map of sales by the states. This chart shows the sales in the different states of US based on color code. So the greener the color of the area, the higher are the sales. Hence we can see that the sales are highest in California, followed by New York, and then so on. Next, I have these particular charts. So first I will talk about the bubble chart. This is a chart that displays the discount by the subcategory, so it's also color coded. That means the darker the shade of the blue and also the size of the circle, that denotes a bigger discount value. For instance, in this case, binders have the highest discount, followed by papers and chairs and so on. Next is the sales by state line graph, which is also an area graph in this case. It denotes the sales in every state as a line area graph. The area in the graph is color coded based on which segment it belongs to. Hence, the distribution is clear in how much each segment has provided or contributed in the sales. Next is the sales by ship mode and category, which is another bar graph, color coded again based on the particular category for each of these ship modes and the sales. So the bigger the area of the color in that bar denotes the bigger the sale for that particular category. The last is the quantity versus subcategory bar graph, which is simply the quantity of each type of subcategory, and we can see that binders have the highest quantity, whereas copiers have the lowest, which is actually an interesting observation because copiers, even though they had the least quantity, they contributed the most in terms of profit, whereas a significant amount of discount was given on binders, which also have the highest quantity, but their profit is on a much lower level compared to copiers. So this is the dashboard that I have created. Based on all the findings, we can draw the following conclusions. So the whole purpose of our EDA is to find areas in which we can improve our sales and overall performance, that is the profit. So to increase our total profit, we should pay attention to the sudden states that didn't make as much money. Additionally, to make more money overall, we can focus on the products that didn't do well. So for example, supplies, bookcases, and tables have a significant amount of loss. We can inquire further as to why that is the case and try to focus on improving sales in these areas. Overall, analyzing the data, we can make such improvements to earn better sales. So this is my final dashboard as well as the code for the exploratory data analysis, and I hope this was easy to understand. Thank you.